Texas wide receiver A.D. Mitchell is one of the more underrated players in this class, in my opinion. I have him as my 5th ranked receiver and 19th ranked player overall. At 6'4", he just has the movement skills and route running fluidity that I think is worth taking in the first round. He's a Georgia transfer, not a whole lot of production over his college career, only 1,407 receiving yards. He did have 11 touchdowns his final season, but the lack of production I'm sure will give people some hesitation. But he just flat out gets open and catches the ball. He only had 1 drop in his last 2 years on 103 targets. He's a hands catcher. He high points the ball. He has excellent body control and spatial awareness to make difficult catches along the sideline. He's able to make those late adjustments, contort his body, work back to the football, and he flashed some nice contested catch skills. Only 4 of 11 last year though. For a 6'4" receiver, I would have liked him to be more consistently physical at the catch point. I felt like there were times he could have done a better job boxing out the defender and really using his size to his advantage, but this isn't a player that I think is going to have to rely on winning those contested catches in the NFL. The reason I have a first round grade on him is because of what he brings as a route runner. He has rare lateral movement skills for a 6'4" receiver. He can cut off horizontal breaks at such a sharp angle. On out routes especially, he's just so clean getting out of his breaks. I think in the NFL he could run pretty much the full route tree at a high level. He's very purposeful with his steps. He does a great job attacking the defender's leverage, setting up his breaks. He manipulates their weight displacement to get them leaning in the opposite direction of his break, and he just glides between route phases. Everything looks like one fluid motion. He's really effective running double moves. He can stop his momentum and then build up speed quickly, and he has the speed to win over the top of pretty much anyone. He kind of has deceptive speed because he's a long strider, a lot more of a smooth mover than he is sudden or explosive, but pretty much every corner that he faced, he had no issue winning vertically. Double moves were kind of his go-to route, which isn't necessarily something that can be your primary way of winning in the NFL. So I wish they had him running more of an NFL style route tree. It would be a lot easier to evaluate, but he faced so much off coverage at Texas, and that's really the best way of winning vertically if the corner is giving you that much space. I wish he would have faced more physical press coverage at Texas, but when he did face press, he was really effective. He has that diamond release pretty much mastered where he'll just glide to the outside and then quickly break over the middle. Not only does he have the quickness to pull this off, but he also covers so much ground with each step. And then throughout the entire route phase, he does a great job using his hands, whether he's wiping down a punch at the line of scrimmage or creating more space out of his break. So I really think he's a complete route runner outside of the fact that he doesn't run the best curl routes. He's not stiff when it comes to his start-stop ability, but he does need an extra step to throttle down and cut off those routes on the vertical plane. But outside of that, you've got a 6'4" receiver that's a fluid route runner and catches pretty much everything. I don't see how that's not a first round pick. Really, my only other negative for A.D. Mitchell is that he doesn't give you very much after the catch. He averaged 3.24 yak per reception last year, which was 180th out of 200 qualifying receivers. He doesn't seem to do a good job anticipating that first defender, and the quickness that he shows in and out of his breaks, that doesn't really translate to making the first guy miss. But I think for any team that needs a receiver this year, you should be hoping that A.D. Mitchell falls to the second round because he would be an absolute steal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see my entire draft board as a filterable interactive table, I've got that up at atozsports.com. The link to that is in the description, and let me know in the comments any other NFL draft prospects that you'd like me to cover.